The Elimination Chamber.
It's the final stop before the 1,000,000 tons of steel rains down on us in the garden, damn it. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It is the 11th of November 2002. And how did the 6 combatants go into the chamber match red hot? Or was it cold, like a kettle that's not been boiled? Let's kick off the show with 4 of them. Because, well, 3 of them, Christian Hinksy's like the 7th man.
Christian is the 7th. He technically is on standby.
Which is cheap, isn't it? This guy's like walking about, if anything happens to anyone, I'm in.
But let's be real, see if this truly was the case, wouldn't he be making things happen?
Yeah.
I mean, if Christian really was the guy on standby, would he not be going out of his way to actually destroy people and injure them so they couldn't get in?
He should be, but his tag team partner actually did that because, it was an alright match, tag titles on the line. Kane's about to pin Christian though, and Jericho comes in with a steel chair and cracks Kane. Disqualification. This is what Christian should be doing. Why is Jericho taking matters into his own hand? This is what Christian should be doing. And talking backstage, you've got Terry interviewing them. Jericho's like, I'm going to batter everyone. I'm going to soften them all up. And Christian's like, yes, because Eric Bischoff's guaranteed me the spot if anything happens to anyone. And then Christian's like, damn it! Because Jericho gets stuck into him, doesn't he? And like, I didn't see this coming. I thought these two were on the same path.
Yeah, Christian says, I can win this. Jericho's like, he ain't going to win shit. And then he smacks him in the back with a chair. So, Jericho taking out his only friend. Is that a good idea? Probably not. But it just goes to show you that he is hell-bent on becoming champion, and anyone who poses a threat to him, even if it is his tag team championship partner, he ain't going to take that lying down. And then Christian ended up being the one lying down because he got hit in the back with a steel chair. Then we move on to Gregory Helms and Booker T. And Goldust. Helms asked Booker T for his thoughts on the Elimination Chamber. Booker T comes out with another one of his wee rhymes. It wasn't that great, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'm just not digging Booker T right now, but he says all he can think about is kicking Triple H's ass tonight in the middle of the ring. Then Goldust steps in. He talks about Goldust and the Hurricane taking on Test and Stevie Richards. He mentions how the testicles are growing. Helms thinks he's talking about Test's fans, and Goldust is like, no, I'm on about mine.
The Golden Globes. I'm on about the Golden Globes. Right. The next match ain't going to get a Golden Globe. Jeff Hardy against Lance Storm. Tommy Dreamer interferes. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's just jobber central, isn't it? It's like 4 guys that have potential to go somewhere, but right now they're going nowhere.
Especially Jeffro. What's going on with Jeff? I need to know what's going on with Jeff, man.
Jeff Hardy wins, but I mean it wasn't great. We then got Eric Bischoff and Terry backstage. Bischoff talks about the Elimination Chamber being his idea. He's bragging about it. He tells Terry that she has a match with Victoria tonight. Terry complains and says she won't do it. She isn't going to do it. But Bischoff says it's a good opportunity for you to get revenge after what happened last week. But Terry says, I'm not a wrestler. Victoria's already in the ring. She calls out Terry, tells her to bring her pretty little hair and pretty little puppies, just like Trish, to the ring. And then Bischoff gives Terry an ultimatum. Either you woman up and you go out and you attempt to try and talk Victoria out of the match like you want, or you're fired.
You're fired. You gotta do it for your daughter, Dakota, or else you'll ruin her Christmas. We're a wee bit away for Christmas, Eric. But let's get to the ring.
Do you not think Eric needed his own sort of you're fired catchphrase? Because obviously he can't steal McMahon's.
True.
You're out of here.
Yeah, I was thinking you're out of here. Why not? Why not go with that? I can't really think he didn't really do it in WCW, anything to be firing. But Victoria's in the ring, calling out Terry. Terry comes out begging, oh, you're the better woman. I've got nothing to prove. Victoria then calls the match off, but I'm still going to rip your fucking head off, damn it. Proceeds to batter Terry. You can clearly see that Terry can't work here, so some of the spots did look quite bad.
Including a suplex on the steel ramp.
Yeah, like they look bad, but they look like they hurt.
Which is good.
Yeah, so I guess it's good in that regard, but Victoria then tries to get a ladder out, and it's like, what are you going to do with a ladder? I'm sorry, but what is she going to do with a ladder?
Yeah, Charles Robinson took one to the knee, or to the nuts even. Did not go too good for little Nate. Literally, little Nate.
Yeah, but Victoria's trying to pick up the ladder in the ring, then Trish runs down, hits the ladder, springs up, hits Victoria in the face.
Did look a bit sloppy, like.
It was.
I mean, it might have hit her in the face, like, but it didn't really look like it.
Yeah, I know.
And there was no velocity as well.
I just don't get why Victoria's whipping out a 20-foot ladder.
Yeah, surely there's better weapons.
I think there's only a few people in wrestling that can get away with using a ladder.
Well, the whole point is, I think she just wanted the ladder so they could use it for this spot.
No, exactly.
You can't really do this spot with another weapon.
Yeah, I know, but it would be like Angle, who's doing apple bopping, you know, like getting an apple out from under the ring and running backstage, and he wings it at Benoit, but he dodges it, falls in this bowl, and then they do the spot. It's like, do we really need to use this? Come on, damn it. Come on. But yeah, Victoria laughing devilishly at Trish as the ladies get pulled apart. Next, Batista. Dave Batista.
Bit of a weird segment. Ric Flair just kind of kissed Batista's ass and said he's a big fan. Batista didn't really show him any respect, didn't shake his hand. Ric Flair questioned whether or not Batista was even bigger than the champ.
Yep, and he's like, you are bigger.
Could Ric Flair be scouting out Batista here?
He could be. I tell you what, Evolution needs an injection into it, and I think Batista might be that.
Well, right now there is no Evolution. It's just Triple H and old.
Well,
man
you
Flair.
know what I mean. It's Evolution, though, isn't it?
Evolution is a mystery.
Right, D'Lo gets squashed. Batista wins. I guess we'll move on. Shawn Michaels. He says he believes in retribution, and he's not talking about that shitey tag team during the COVID era. He's talking about getting revenge on Triple H. He goes on to talk about how he was in a lot of firsts in WWE. Ladder match, Hell in a Cell, marathon match. No, it's an Iron Man match, right?
Is Sean stoned at his tits here and he's just forgot the name, or is it because they haven't done an Iron Man match in a long time that maybe they're thinking about changing it? Do you think maybe McMahon at this point didn't think Iron Man sounded good?
Like, could he not, even if he forgot the name of it, could he not have went, here, I even did that match where I buried Bret Hart after an hour?
I mean, marathon match just sounds pish.
It does. It sounds like him and Bret went on a jog.
Why not say I'm the marathon man or something, you know, like...
I went 60 minutes, damn it.
And then Iron Man just sounds better, so...
He says the Heartbreak Kid no longer exists, and he will go into the chamber as Shawn Michaels, even though he continues to use this moniker after this match. So what's his gimmick here? He says all he cares about is Triple H not walking out with the title, so he's revealed his cards, doesn't give a shit if he doesn't walk out with it.
Yeah, he's not really good. Well, it's not that he's not going to try and win, but his main goal is eliminating Triple H, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Triple H then mocks Shawn Michaels. You think you can become the game? Become world champion. Then we get the brawl. Triple H and Shawn Michaels know how to do this brawl, right? It's not Sami Zayn and Owens. This actually looks fucking real.
Yeah, this looks like two guys trying to kill each other. And then Triple H hits him with a pedigree and leaves him flat out. Goes for the sledgehammer, but before we know it, a bunch of agents and referees run down with Slaughter, with Terry Taylor, with Ann Anderson. And they got involved and they stopped Triple H for taking out Shawn Michaels again. Good wee segment there. Then we got 3-minute warning, Rosie and Jamal versus Spike and Bubba Ray Dudley. Rosie and Jamal win the match. Jeff Hardy runs down after. We had Rico in there. The 3-minute warning did a big splash through the table onto Spike and Jeff as well. So there you go. Boom.
You know, I like the match of Survivor Series, but this feud's not really doing it for me.
It hasn't been announced though, has it?
No, it has been. They've shown the graphic for it on this
Tables
show.
match?
Yep.
When was it announced as a tables match?
I think it was tonight. Damn it. Nowinski comes out and says that Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame. And then he's like, you're so stupid. I can manipulate you any way you want. You should be in the Stupidity Hall of Fame. Al Snow runs down. And Nowinski then asks for a wrestling lesson instead after Al wants a fight. Right. Nowinski uses the ropes. This feud's doing. Maven comes
out. Just not really digging Nowinski and Al Snow and Maven, and it's like, who gives a shit? It's like tough enough crap. I mean,
how did Maven go for eliminating Taker to this? Like, he's not went anywhere. Like, surely Maven should be a guy that's getting pushed. Like, he was on SmackDown for the brand split initially. Why is he not on Raw?
Could Maven have been in Evolution?
He could have been, but I just look at like the SmackDown 6. Like, why couldn't Maven have got pushed the same way as like Cena and Batista and co?
Good
like,
point.
I'm not saying he has, right, what they went on to be, but we'll never fucking know. Maybe Maven could have done it.
I actually thought Maven was alright. Like,
he could have been. Eric Bischoff then talks about the Super Tuesday event. Got a 5-on-5 match, and I believe we had a Bram Panties match as well, but we'll never get to see this event, so it doesn't really matter. And then he talks about the fact that the Elimination Chamber, he talks about 36 tons of steel, 2 miles worth of chain, all this crazy rules. 2 men will start, there's 4 pods, and after 5 minutes, it will be random about what order they come in. So, you know what?
I like the idea, and I don't mind people starting in pods, but I don't like when they put people into pods. See this whole penalty box nonsense? I do think that's not necessary in wrestling.
Yeah.
I believe TNA started it.
Obviously, I mean, this would have been probably great at the time, but we know what a chamber match is all about. We know how watered down chamber matches have become, so Eric Bischoff, I liked it, right? Then we had the FU. Richards gets backstage. Essentially, he's like, you're doing a great job with Test, Stacey. Can you do it for me? She's like, nah, my hands are full with the testicles at the minute. And he's like, that's all right, just give us some motivation. And then he bends over and it's like, fuck, we're just burying Stevie Richards here, aren't we?
Stevie Richards.
We want a Singapore cane to the ass. Then Test walks in, he's like, right, I'll do it. Stevie doesn't know though. And he gets whipped right up the ass and they all find it.
Yeah, Stacey finds it's funny, but then she says, it's my turn. And she bends over and then Test lines up the Singapore cane while Richards is still crawling about on the floor holding his ass and the camera shoots to black. It's like a bit gay there. I mean, he shows the Stevie Richards. Probably because Test didn't hit Stacey in the ass, like, but... Can I imagine that would hurt a wee bit?
Of course it would. Of course it would. And did this hurt Randy Orton? He suffered a wee tear in his bandage and it caused a bit of a rash on his shoulder.
Abrasion.
Abrasion, that is the word. I like Randy Orton. I like these segments. They're alright. Up next, we get a tag match. Richards and Test against Hurricane and Goldust. I feel like Booker T and Goldust are just completely... Like, it's weird how, like, they were a tag team and now Booker T's main event and Goldust is just distance. Like, Goldust is just...
Booker T's main event, Goldust is Sunday Night Heat.
That's pretty much it, right? Stevie Richards wins the match on Raw. Holy shit! What's that all about? He then hugs Stacey and then Test hits him with a big boot. Don't you touch my testicles, damn it.
I'll show you. You'll see.
Then it's Triple H and Booker T backstage.
I tell you what, I like Test's new finisher.
Aye, so do I. But these two...
What was it?
The big boot.
No.
What was it then?
So did you even see it?
I can't even remember, no. What was it?
What's Test's new finisher? The big boot. On what planet does that make sense?
Well, hold on, what is it then?
It's like that reverse swinging neckbreaker thing he does.
Oh, right, that.
Like Carlito
right.
does a version of it.
Well, yeah, he does it in ECW.
I thought it was who does?
Test?
I don't think he does.
I'm pretty sure. No, I've seen him do it. He did it in that barbed wire match. Well,
anyway.
We've got the barbed wire plywood it.
Really? He done that on Dreamer? I don't think they're athletic enough to do that maneuver.
I'm pretty sure. I can.
Well, it's a good maneuver. I like it.
Well, it was definitely Dreamer because it wouldn't have been Sandman. Sandman wouldn't have walked out alive. But anyway, Booker T gives it the five guys, burgers and fries. Right, there's going to be 5 guys in the chamber.
Booker T belongs at Burger and Fries. He's not a world champion material.
For people like you, Booker, racism from Triple H. Right, main event. It was boring, I thought, until the interferences happened, right? Flair interferes. Right, this was just a mess, right? Shawn Michaels comes out, Jericho, Kane, Van Damme. I don't think Christian.
Everyone kept landing on Kane. They had a big, massive brawl. I think it reminded me a little bit of the Survivor Series brawl where you've just got bodies and people battling. But like Kane was in the middle of the ring, and every time someone did a move on somebody else, they would land on Kane, and it wasn't intentional.
No.
It was fucking awkward.
Like, it's mad, because see that SmackDown ending? No one landed on each other.
That SmackDown ending looked as if it'd been choreographed and like trial run about 100 times to get it to perfection.
Yeah.
This one looked like a big bag of shit. It looked like they all done it blindfolded.
Like, it was still good, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near. I guess that one had like Rock, Taker, Austin. And there's a few other people who are missing it, but
anyway, standing tall at the end was Shawn Michaels. But then boom, chair shot to the back. King of my world. Chris Jericho whacks Michaels and Chris Jericho stands with a chair. What I actually didn't like about this was they kind of gave away the finish of the Elimination Chamber match.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, I know. I'm on about the actual finish where Triple H goes for the pedigree and Shawn Michaels back body drops him. And then Shawn Michaels hit Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why they would do that. Now the weird thing is though, like it just seems like Kane, Van Damme, and Booker T are jobbers, and the only reason we're booking Jericho strong is because of saliva. That is it. There's no reason why Jericho is being booked this way. Because let's be real, for months he's been pish.
When was the last time Kane took an L on TV?
I just don't. I want it. if Kane was going to win the belt, if Kane and Van Damme were going to win the belt, would they not have beat Triple H? That's my logic.
Maybe it's easier to beat somebody in a 6-man match.
Oh, maybe, but this had to be Michaels winning this match. But we'll get to Sunday. But all right, Michaels stood tall. Jericho, big chair shot. It was a good chair shot to the head. He didn't put his hands up. You heard the ricochet of the skull. Shawn Michaels, though, sold his ass off. And that is where Raw ended. I think it's probably one of the better Raws in a while, but it's still not great. So I'm going to give it a 6
out of 10 for me, aye.
6 out of 10.
The Golden Globes need to get bigger.
They do, damn it. Up next, though, SmackDown, and then we have got...
That picture looks very fucking dull or something.
Survivor Series. I will blame the wee Japanese photographers on that. But anyway, till next time. Peace.